In 1998 Asian financial crisis, they found out that the Japanese and the South Korean corporations spend more time doing training. As a result, after the crisis, they came out stronger and stronger. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Arifin Hassan, your change consultant. This morning I'm going to talk about training. Something that I'm very familiar because I've been a trainer for the last 35 to 40 years of my life. When we talk about training, what are the 5 critical rules about staff training during the period of pandemic? However, there are 3 important premises which I think I need to stress before I go into the 3 critical rules. Number 1, if you think that training is expensive, try ignorance. In other words, if you think that training is a cost to your company, try not sending your staff to training for 3 years, for 5 years, or 10 years, or not having a training at all in the organization. Try to think about that. What's going to happen? Number 2, during the period of crisis, we must be able to train for the next period, not for the present period. In 1998 Asian financial crisis, they found out that the Japanese and the South Korean corporations spend more time doing training. As a result, after the crisis, they came out stronger and stronger. That is why it is very important that you do training during the period of crisis and pandemic. Point number 3 is, there is a famous saying amongst the army that we train every day, but we go to war once in our lifetime. But the civilian, like you all, face crisis every day, but go to training only once in a while. It is something for us to think. The army are overtrained and well prepared to face crisis. Those are the 3 points that is very important. Now I want to talk about what are the critical issues. What are the critical rules about online training? I think number 1 is that not all trainers are ready from online training. Virtual training is a really damn difficult and hard thing to do, actually, really. It is a challenge, really. It is not only difficult if it is training face-to-face. Want more virtual training because we are facing the technological challenge, we are facing the logistic challenge, and then how do you blend those things into one? So therefore, you must choose a suitable trainer that can blend in everything together in proper training. Number 2, the trainer should be creative enough to blend in all the methodology that you have. For instance, when doing face-to-face training, I use not less than 7 to 12 methodology. I do case study, I do lectures, I do group discussion, I do games, I do short games, I do medium-sized games, a lot of things, and then we have discussion. Therefore, it is the duty of the trainer to blend in all this methodology to make sure that the training that you give to the trainees are exciting. Get them involved in the training. They must get them involved. Otherwise, the training becomes very boring and very, it's boring basically. And number 3 is that the duration or the time of the training must be suitable. Some people say 2 hours, but the actual training may be just 1 hour. So the other hour is a case of question and answer. But maybe you blend it in after 20 minutes. You open for discussion and use a multi-methodology method by using technology, asking question, giving them quiz, that sort of thing. Maybe you have 2 speakers, and that is more exciting. So all in all, I would say in terms of duration, 2 hours is the maximum. There is a story whereby if you mute your attendees, actually mute the training, or we cannot see them. They might be silenced. Actually, they are not attending the meeting or the training itself. Be careful. So the training must be suitable, and I find that 2 hours a maximum. If only you do 20 minutes and then you have discussion. You do 20 minutes and you have quiz. You have other method. You can use whiteboard as well as normal and use PowerPoints as usual. But training can be very challenging for people like me and my colleagues in this industry. And then some of our trainers have just, they just drop out from the industry because they cannot cope with the new environment. So I said 3 points which is very important. Choose the suitable trainer. Number 2, training must be creative by using all methodology. Number 3, the duration must be correct. Thank you very much.